The recently disbanded SWAT program at Texas State is showing some signs of a rebirth. Our own Mitch Shubert has more.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
That is the tone students hear if they try calling 805 SWAT, the phone number for the Students with Alternative Driving program. Until recently, the program provided a safe ride home, no questions asked, for intoxicated Texas State students on weekends. It is no longer operational at Texas State, but some members of the student government are working to change that.
And they're going to try to work on proposals to replace the lack of late-night transportation, whether it be reorganizing the SWAT program, having taxis downtown, or even getting the trams to run.
According to Director of the Alcohol and Drug Resource Center, Judy Rowe, the program had been running well since its creation in 2001. But during the past 2 years, a lack of student leadership and volunteers created a strain for the program. Rose says the service suffered especially on Friday and Saturday nights because few volunteers were willing to participate. Senior Justin Payne says SWAT was a beneficial program and treated students like adults.
You're allowing students to be adults and say, I'm not responsible enough to at least drink responsibly, so at least let me get home safe.
Other options are being looked into at the community and city level, like changing a downtown taxi ordinance or creating a late-night bus route. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mitch Shubert.
A celebration of peace, that's how an event at Texas State is being described. Mitch Shubert attended a poetry reading hosted by the Modern Languages Department, and he files this report.
To remind her audience of the evening's theme, Dr. Maria Echeverria would stand and call out, Paz y Daniel, or Peace and Daniel. The event, a poetry and musical performance by students, was a celebration of peace and the life of Daniel Frohman, who died last summer. Maria Echeverria remembers Daniel as being the type of person who brought passion into everything he set his mind to.
We love Daniel so much. He was a very special person. Everybody loved him. And we're happy that we're doing this, so we remember him.
Texas State students and faculty read from poems, shared their thoughts, even played music. The chosen poems transcended time, location, topic, even language. English samples included works by Shakespeare, Poe, Bukowski, and Whitman. Others chose to read Spanish-influenced poetry, Don Quixote, Santiago's La Línea Roja, Cristobal's Al Más el Futuro. Alba Meglar reminded attendees that poetry may not always be understood, but can always be enjoyed. One of the students who attended, Cassie Kitchen, said the event was a success.
I thought it was awesome. I mean, it was really nice how everyone, they had a little bit to say about him, and everyone got to pick a different poem, just whatever they wanted, and it was cool to get to hear the different kinds of poems.
For those who attended the event, they got a glimpse into a life lived to the fullest, along with the ever-present theme of peace. After all, according to Plato, poetry is nearer to vital truth than history. We can all learn a little something from that. For Bobcat Update, I'm Mitch Shubert.
Swine flu vaccines are being delayed on the Texas State campus. Thanks for watching Bobcat Update. I'm Mitch Shubert. The San Marcos Police Department is trying to assure residents that the city is safe after several home break-ins. According to the University Star, the police chief held a neighborhood meeting this week. He says people are getting a twisted perception of the city because of crime in the headlines, but he says San Marcos is one of the safest college cities in the state. He said most of the break-ins were drug-related and not random acts of violence. The chief also says the intruders are people coming from out of town and have no permanent attachments to San Marcos. Another chapter in the Spurs-Mavs rivalry was written last night. The game was all tied up heading into the final seconds of the fourth when Jason Terry clangs a shot off the rim, but Dirk Nowitzki is there with the tip-in to put the Mavs ahead by 2. After a timeout, the Spurs go to who? Timmy! The big fundamental with the sweet bank shot in the low post to tie the game at 84. Mavs get one last shot, but Timmy with the emphatic block on Terry's shot to end the game and send it into overtime. In the extra period, Dirk and the Mavs would prove to be too much to handle for the Spurs, putting up a game-high 41 points to win by 5.
If you consume 5 or more drinks in 2 hours, you are a binge drinker. Shocking?